कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वन जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गोविंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम हरे जय प्रभुपाद 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 विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्योस्तु तदसतु श्रीमद श्रील अभय चरणरविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नितल विष्णुपाद श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी परम गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत गरी वैष्णव बिंद की जय। नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त बिंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोविंद श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिर गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय। आलाचुआ रमन रेती धाम की जय। मायावती धाम की जय। समवेत वैष्णव बिंद की जय। गौरनीताय राधे श्याम कृष्ण बलराम जीव की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृतं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। Today we are serving Srila Prabhupada's Srimad Bhagavatam. Him and his followers has given the translation and purport. Canto 10, chapter 14, text 22. We're going to the word meaning. I like Nagaraj Prabhu's style. It makes me more complete understanding what we are chanting. Tasmat, therefore, idam, this, jagat, cosmic manifestation, ashesham, entire, asat sarupam, whose existence is unreal in the sense of temporary, shapna abham, like a dream, astadishanam, wherein awareness becomes covered over, puru dukkha dukkham, full of repeated miseries, tvai, within you, eva, indeed, nitta, eternal, sukha, happy, bodha, conscious, tano, whose personal appearance, anante, who is unlimited, mayataha, by the illusory energy, uddat, coming forth, api, although, jat, which, sat, real, eva, as if, abhavati, appears. Tasmadidam jagada seta sarupam sapnabham asat dhishanam puru dukkha dukkham taiva nitta sukha bodhatanavanante maya uddad api jat sad ibhavati tasmadidam jagad ashesham aseta sarupam sapnabham astadishanam puru dukkha dukkham taiva nitta sukha bodhatanavanante maya uddapi jat sad ibhavati. Please chant. tasmadidam jagat asesha sarupam sapnabhamastadishanam purudukha dukham taiva nitya sukha bodha nitya sukha bodha tanavanante mayata uddapi jatgavati tasmadidam jagat asesha ashet sarupam purudukha dukham Vaishnavis, tasmadidam jagat asesha sarupam purudukha dukham eva nitya sukha bodha gamanante Any other? Translation and purport. Therefore, this entire universe, which like a dream is by nature unreal, nevertheless appears real, and thus it covers one's consciousness and assails one with repeated miseries. This universe appears real because it is manifested by the potency of illusion emanating from you, whose unlimited transcendental forms are full of eternal happiness and knowledge. Purport. As an object of enjoyment or permanent residence for the conditioned soul, the material universe is certainly illusion, nothing more than a dream. One may give the analogy that the vision of abundant water in a desert is no more than a dream. Water exists elsewhere. Similarly, the vision of home, happiness, and reality within matter is certainly no better than a foolish dream in which repeated miseries appear. In another sense, however, the universe is real. In his commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, Srila Madhacharya has confirmed this by quoting the following statement from the Vedic Shruti mantras. Sattam hi vedam vishwam asrijata. This universe created by the Lord as indicated here by the words Astadishanam. We cannot properly understand this universe or the Supreme Lord who has created it. As the expansion of Lord Krishna, the universe is real and is meant for being engaged in his service. One who accepts the kingdom of God as home, the the Lord himself as the object of love, and the material universe as paraphernalia for being engaged in the Lord's service, dwells within the eternal reality wherever he may go within the material and spiritual world. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Yenanjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namo Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamhayam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadhaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Simate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Desatarine Vancha Kalpataruvescha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo Namo Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Before I further want to express what I understood by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and all the Acharyas, especially Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his intimate associate Sri Rupa Goswami Pad, every chapter has some secret. Every verse in this chapter, like Pushkar Prabhu said, is very important, that's true. But the text number 60, it tells you what you will get end of this chapter that we are endeavoring. Etad suridvi charitam murare aghardanam sadaval gyenamam cha vekta itarad rupam ajauravistam sinnan ginan eti narakhila arthan. Any person hears or chant this lila, this chapter and previous chapter combined, because this is the ecstatic emotional dialogue between Brahmaji, who just experienced a most astonishing phenomenon. So Srila Sukdev Goswami is expressing what will be the result. So I would like to say, because I always like motivation that drives me also in the spiritual path. The goal is too good, I'm serious. Not in a bad sense. I mean, in America they have some too good to be true. But it is too good. But I don't know what else to say in English. It is too good. I mean, really, it is like I know you said too good, then people think like, wow, we heard it. No, it is really too good. Extremely beyond our approximation of calculation. Because this is not a calculation or you can say renunciation. The pure bhakti is the own volition of the soul's eternal function. Own volition means you have to come consciously on your own. Krishna does not intervene free will. So the own volition of Lord Krishna, why he created the material world, there is a purpose. And our own volition also that we want to surrender and serve. This union, a pure bhakti. Prabhupada even says one place that transcendental pure love is like a eternal unadulterated function. The Lord Krishna, Murari, it says here Murari, performed with his beautiful coward Brajavasi friends and killing Aghasura while and then taking lunch on the forest grass, where Lord Brahma had this 5 vision, is the most wonderful prayers offered by Lord Brahma. And anybody hears all this, means if you really pay attention and hear these everyday classes wherever you are, is sure to achieve all his spiritual desires. This is Sukdev Goswami's backing. What will be the result of hearing this Bhagavatam? And when Brahmaji left, after he prayed, he left this world and he went to Brahmaloka. When he went to Brahmaloka, there was another scenery. How do we know? Srila Prabhupada put it in Nectar of Devotion, chapter 46. You read, Srila Prabhupada says, Lord Brahma returned to Satyaloka. He informed the residents about his stealing of the coward boys and cubs. By giving them this news, Brahma became overwhelmed. He started crying. He was so like a halfway speaking, halfway not. First time in his life, he experienced what is the relationship. Do I serve on the basis of relationship, or I serve on the basis of, like in Walmart, every employee has a, how may I serve you? For some time, not attack, but I say, if they don't pay you check, will you serve here? No. I said, then why you put the nice shirt? How may I serve you? But actually you're saying that I want salary, so I can help you. But that's not service. Because Brahmaji was serving in Satyaloka. Prabhupada gave a very nice, that chapter 46, he explains. When Brahmaji went there and he was expressing what just took place on the earthly planet, and he expressed. So I went to Banu Maharaj's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu to look at the word to word and more. It was so fascination that Srila Prabhupada says he literally made everybody fall in love with Krishna. In Brahmaloka, Prabhupada says there is 3 types of citizen resides. One, those who develop love for Brahma, they want to go there. Because they don't have bhakti, they cannot get liberation. But at the moment of annihilation, if they enter into Brahma's body, there is a chance that they can get liberation. Not bhakti, but liberation. So that's one type of. Another group reside there, Prabhupada says in Adi Lila, chapter 5, many places he explains this, that another sets are there in Brahmaloka who are going to become the next leaders in different planets. And there are some, those who want to take a detour, those devotees, and want to see how Brahmaji is. This is a very serious, because in Brihad Bhagavatam Mita says, while we are doing this chanting every day, even Narottam Das Thakur says, Sadhane bhavive jaha siddhite paivetaha. I'm chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I wonder how is the Nandan Kanan of the Indus. I heard he has a nightclub also. It's interesting. I'm chanting and I'm thinking, focusing on nightclub of Indra. It's true, he has. That's how the Bali and Sugriva are born. If you go to the story, that's how they are born, from the nightclub. So then this, that. But if we don't come to conclusion the bhakti is highest and I would love to serve Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu under my spiritual master Prabhupada's guidance, then whatever the thought came while I am chanting, we are going to witness. Because this question came, why Gop Kumar had to witness all this. He went to this planet, that planet, because while he's chanting mantra, Gopal mantra, that he was also wishing all this. Because he had this desire before, now it's fructifying result. So Sanatana Goswami Pad says, every sadhaka should be aware. Then I found, Srila Prabhupada quote this in one purport in Chaitanya Charitamrita, sadhane bhavive jaha siddhite. Narottam Das Thakur quote this. While we are chanting, while we are honoring prasadam, whatever we are thinking, that also will produce result. Why? Nama chintamani Krishna Chaitanya rasa vigraha purna suddha nitya mukta bhinna tat nama namina. This transcendental holy name gives any desire anybody asks. So I should be very careful what I think while I am serving the devotees, serving the holy name, serving their lordship. So in this text, while we are praying, I was thinking that we Gauriya, Srila Prabhupada's follower, we have a very specific, his name itself, Namaste Gauravani. So Gauravani gives, Bhaktivinoda Thakur used this Gauravani word before Prabhupada was born. Because Prabhupada born 1996, but Prabhupada, this is my just personal opinion. I guess Bhaktivinoda Thakur already knew what Prabhupada is going to preach. So he quoted this verse, Amnaya praha tattam harimiha paramam sarva shaktim rashabdim tad vinnangsascha jivan prakritim kabalitam tad bhimuktangscha bhavat veda veda prakasham sakalam api hare sadhanam suddha bhaktim Saidham tat pritim evopadesati janan gaura chanda sayamsa. This verse name is Gauravani. Gauravani means what Mahaprabhu's teaching compressed in this, like a Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gave you one analogy. The entire Mahaprabhu's teaching is like a vast amount of ocean. And Rupa Goswami Pad put that entire ocean into a little jar. So you can touch the jar, but you cannot hold the ocean. And this 10 truth, Bhaktivinoda Thakur put it into that jar. So this 10 truth is, first thing is, how do we accept the principle, essential principle of spiritual life? That which is coming down from the lotus mouth of Srila Prabhupada and Guru Parampara, we should just stick to this and no other. One has to come to this point. Amnaya praha. Aspect must accept. This is second is that Supreme Hari is possessor of all potencies. We must understand these potencies in chapter 4, Adilila. Otherwise it will be difficult to comprehend today's subject matter. Is this world false or real? Because Shankaracharya gave 4 principles to defy this, and today I'll try to touch it. And our Acharya, especially Prabhupada, spoke probably more than, this is just my opinion, more than any other Acharya on literary smashing and cutting all the, wiping out the anarthas, Mayavad conception from the heart. And the Sri Krishna, he is the embodiment of or reservoir of all transcendental mellow. These 3 aspects of the absolute truth, and then 2 aspects of the living being, that every living entity either eternally either liberated or conditioned. And those who are liberated, they are in spiritual realm called Suddha Sattva. Those who are conditioned, they suffer by the 3 modes of material nature. This cosmic manifestation is simultaneously one and different, from the Lord. So this is what the subject matter. And then he says the goal of life is Krishna Prem, and how to obtain it? Performing pure bhakti. This 10 truth, if we can remember, we must remember, not if we can, we must remember, then everything can be reconciled in our philosophy. So with this note, I'm just going to little bit discuss about today's subject matter, that in many places, idam hi vishwam, even better than that, even in Bhagavad Gita, it says, Sarvata pani padam tat sarvata akshishiro mukham sarvata sutimal loke sarvata abrita tishtati. That proper translation goes that everywhere are his hands and legs, his eyes and faces, and he hears everything. In this way, the super soul exists everywhere. So, who sees this? This is Lord Krishna. This is one sloka, Pundarik Prabhu's translation on Chaitanya Bhagavat. I was reading some time back, where Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu. Could not understand this verse. Advaita Acharya, Mahavishnu, could not come to conclusive of this. He is the one who actually is the Paramatma also. But yet he could not understand until Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur breaks down in the translation that who understood and what was Lord Chaitanya's explanation about this world is real or false. The impersonalist, we have to first think that where this impersonalism coming from. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur says, every soul constitutionally positioned as a servant of Krishna. Moment he is apathetic to that idea or did not want to serve, he has contaminated his heart with one serious disease called impersonalism. This was the birth of impersonalism, not before. Soul in his not only his heart, soul's constitutional position does not have impersonalism. And you may say, well, Mayavad, impersonalism, why so much important? In Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha Manmaya Mama Asrita, in that verse Prabhupada put it in the purport that everybody is born with these 3 attachments. One is impersonalism. Prabhupada writes, fear of individual spiritual. Whatever, they're frustrated, they're coming to this conclusion, I'm just tired of this world, tired of their hateful nature. And negligence of spiritual life. These 3 attachments, everybody is born with, Prabhupada. So Mayavad is not something new. Mayavad everybody is born with, according to Srila Prabhupada. So impersonalist, this is the first birth of impersonalism. Then comes, Srila Prabhupada gives on the 2nd canto, that when the demons, they want to do 2 things. Conditioned soul has a 2 propensity, Prabhupada writes. One is overloading and another is controlling to exploit. So exploitation, but you cannot exploit unless you control it. You own it, then you just kick it or whatever you want to abuse that person or whatever. First you have to grasp him within you. So this 2 idea is the root cause of suffering here. And this is mostly prominent amongst the Rajagun people. And they are called demons. Rajagun means demon. So in them, when they see the universal form, you all remember in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna expressed, when he saw the universal form, when the universal form manifested in front of him by the master, then he saw 2 sets of entity. One was favorable. Everybody is bowing down, offering prayers, everybody is doing this. Who are those? Those are devotees. And Arjuna also saw in chapter 11 Bhagavad Gita that lot of people are running away, scared. Who are those? Demons. The demons were running away. So Srila Prabhupada in Bhagavatam answer on the Bhagavad Gita. So you have to read Bhagavatam in order to understand more details. He writes in the second canto that when the demons see the universal form, they immediately run away. Why? And then they come to this conclusion. If this is the form of God, I don't believe there is a form of God. Absolutely there is no form of God. Then Prabhupada goes even a little more, how do you say, jokingly. He said it's like a little mice seeing a cat, scary cat. And the mice has no way to escape. It's like the mice says, I close my eye. No, I don't believe you exist. I'm not seeing you. You do not exist. And the scary cat is thinking, this is very funny. You think I don't exist just because you close the eye? So this is the conclusion Prabhupada gave, that the impersonalism coming from the demon race, not from ordinary innocent people. They must have some demon Rajagun in order for not meditating on Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna's form. If I cannot meditate, that means that impersonalism is still there. And that impersonalism coming because of this demoniac nature. So impersonalists, when they see this universal form, they think this way. But then those who are Jnani, you know Jnani, we talk about. Jnani means there was no Jnani before. We must know the origin of all this, then it's easy. There was only karma kanda. In Bhagavatam there is two places. One place it says every living being, soul, they came and first took birth as a Brahma, or another place Prabhupada says human being. Because human being where the karma starts. In 4th canto Prabhupada says, it appears like everybody is born as a human being so that the karma began. And karma began, then all this animal, bird, beast, and heaven, all these things started after human. Human race is the first. So, because karma has to begin, animal doesn't do karma. So when karma started and human beings started developing this, that time Krishna also very mercifully, according to Bhagavad Gita, he manifested the Veda to guide them. Because he is always loving. Then soul is dynamic, pleasure seeking by nature, cannot stop. If somebody gives you idea, oh you should not look for enjoyment, that is wrong. Prabhupada writes Jiva Sukhamnisi in 7th canto, pleasure seeking by nature. We are made of pleasure seeking. To say I should not enjoy, it is against our eternal dharma. But question is, where is our enjoyment lies and how long and which one will be eternal and really fulfill my inner nourishment? That has to be searched out. So enjoyment spirit we should not give up. But that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur even says that karmi is better than Jnani if you are locked in one room. He made a song. If you are in a one room and there is a two option is given. One is Jnani, one is karmi. Karmi wants to enjoy and he's talk about a girl or boy, whatever, the opposite sex all the time. And Jnani is meditating. Which one you would choose? Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, I would choose the karmi. Because he did not give up the enjoyment spirit. Jnani trying to punish. That's why Prabhupada gives this very interesting. He says, during the day Jnani suffers, at night he has a bad dream. During the day, you know how they suffer. They see object to enjoy. Oh, there's a beautiful girl or handsome boy. Oh, I should not look. I'm looking other side. He's trying to punish. There's ice cream. No, I have to control. It's like a constant during the day, the sense object is disturbing. And if some devotee feels this, Jnana is still there, disturbing. And at night, Prabhupada says they have a nightmare. They have a dream and they think, oh, this subtle body, I have to purify. So then they die and they go to some place where they will be stuck. So which part of their life enjoyed? Anybody has idea? Which part of their life? Prabhupada literally indirectly said that this is just wasting time. But where is this Jnani origin? Karmi was the origin. They follow the rules regulation. Only problem with the following the rules regulation of Shastra, that individual separate interest from Krishna was maintained. That was the biggest fault of the material religious people. Material religion has a one fault only, that they maintain their individual separate existence from God. They will follow Bible, they will follow Torah or Bhagavad Gita, and they will come to temple, they give, but they will do whatever they want. They don't want to accept authority. They don't want to submit or surrender. So long submission and surrender does not take place, then he is not considered devotee yet. So that's why Vaishnavism began with this surrender. So then when the karmi, they go up to enjoy more. I was going to tell a little story how they fall down and then come back to this one. But anyway, I'll just summarize this. So say there is an example given in Garuda Purana, very interesting, that there was a soul went from this earthly planet, and when you enter into heaven, you get this garland, a beautiful garland. But the garland here, this is offered to Krishna. So long this Krishna says, I am the origin fragrance, punna gandha pritibhascha tejosmi vibhavasu, I am the original smell of this. Then you offered it, that is bhakti. But what came from this world will dry bad into this. That is three modes. So this way we are engaging. But in heaven, you get a garland and it never dries or goes out of smell until your exit door comes. But when you enter into heaven, nobody knows when is the exit door, because there is no old age. Here you see some old devotees, okay, they are dying. Then you think, okay, I'll get old. But in heaven there is no old. So you have actually very limited perception of life. Everybody is a teenager and they enjoy like anything. So then you get a garland, and then he was enjoying, and finally he came to a point that he found his soulmate. You call soulmate, because over there is a free mixing, no elderly, no law, no really respect in a sense. So he found his soulmate. When you find that, oh, I found little completeness of within me, immediately the garland started drying, and it frightened them. It frightens, because there is no Sudarshan Chakra acting, but Sudarshan Chakra acts in a very peculiar way. That time he sees the exit door just open, and he's being pulled from his girlfriend or boyfriend, whichever you think, and out. And he goes, oh no, after all this I finally got and I can't enjoy. And he goes screaming, crying. And the soulmate, whoever it is, amongst them also, they sometimes hate someone. And that person he hated is coming and grabbing her. Oh, it gives you such a frustration. And we talk about heaven is enjoyment, but we don't talk about heaven coming down from heaven. It gives such a sad, depressed feeling that you never experienced. It is so sad. The soul forgets what kind of body he has, who he is or she is. Then as soon the gate exit outside, there is a goblin, the entity who eats the heavenly body. That's how they live. So they need to be fat too. So every moment somebody is out. So they are eating. By the time he realizes where he is, his subtle body circumambulated by the water. And Prabhupada writes, that body comes and enter here in this world in the water, and then become grains and come back again. You know how frustration that trip is? Now you have to go back again, the whole cycle to become a human and then go to heaven. So those people, soul, when they figure it out, then they say, that's it, enough is enough. I'm tired of this world, tired of life. I want to reject everything. That is the birth of Jnani. There was no Jnani before. That is the origin birth of Jnani. They want to still maintain their separate, independent existence, but they want to search out through the scripture on their own. So sometimes they go on. They go on, then after a while they found something very interesting. Oh, if you read this chapter, you can get anything you want. He has a desire to enjoy the opposite sex and all this. He did not purify the heart. Jnani did not purify. Abhishuddha buddhaya. Prabhupada quote this verse so much. Abhishuddha buddhaya means he never purified. So what happened? He said, oh, there's a loophole. I can still enjoy and become detached. That is the birthplace of yogi. This is the origin, birthplace of yogi. There was no yogi born in this planet, in this universe. This is the origin. So Jnani takes birth out of frustration of karma. Yogi takes birth to take advantage without working hard like karmi and without frustration, not enjoying, take a loophole. So mystic power, I can go to moon planet, get something. So this idea. So what they think? Impersonalists think this. When the Jnani hear this sloka, today's sloka, he will come to this conclusion. Yes, all this God is God's ear, God's hand, God's legs is everywhere in this planet. When they hear this verse, they come to this idea that actually all these hands and ear are separated from the world. If you really, those who are Sanskrit scholars, if you really look at this, you can actually separate those. You can say, oh, that's a bogus idea. How they come up with it? You can literally draw from this sloka that the God's ear, God's hand everywhere, that's the Prabhupada translation. And you can say, actually, the God's ear, hands and legs everywhere is separated from this world. This is what this sloka means. This is their conclusion on this sloka, about this universe. Then comes Mayavadi. They deny about the reality of this world. So they say Jagat Mittha, Brahma Sattva, Jagat Mittha. When they say Brahma Sattva, in Mayavadi conception, two things are most prominent. Not God. God is not a prominent in Mayavadi theory. The prominent is I, the soul, this living being and this world. These two are the prominent. The whole explanation is not about God. The whole explanation is about these souls and this world. And they take the shelter of Maya's help to explain this. And they come up with this idea. And they give such a nice, when you hear Prabhupada's lecture, you will see Prabhupada quote this so much. Ghatakas, Mahakas, he always quote this. They come with this very, very quick, I'll make it. There is a four, at least theory, they come with this. What is this world? What is the essence of the philosophy? He says everything is Brahman. Okay, no problem. He just walked out. Everything is Brahman. Brahman. You are Brahman, tree is Brahman, land is Brahman. Very good. There's a crazy elephant going in that village. He says, move, move, everybody move. He says, move? Why me moving? Elephant is Brahman. You are Brahman. Move, don't talk philosophy now, move. He did not move. Everything is Brahman. Elephant comes and grab him with the trunk. That's how they train the elephant. And smash him. He's completely collapsed. Some people found him, took him to Shankaracharya's temple. He says, here, your disciple. Oh, he wanted to know Brahman, everything in one day. I see. What happened? So they tell him the story. So he got cured after 7 days. What happened? Oh, Gurudev, I wanted to see everything Brahman. Oh, did you hear Brahman says move? What do you mean? Oh, you didn't finish your course. I told you to stay. You just wanted to see Brahman by your own eye. It's not possible. Now you suffer for a few months, then you'll get cured and then you'll learn again. So like this, there is a lot of understanding mistakes. There are many pastimes in Shankaracharya's life. So one idea comes, who am I? So Shankaracharya first says, it is not that I don't exist, soul doesn't exist. He's not saying that. He's saying you have to change your perception, what you're seeing with a faulty eye. You have to change that faulty vision and come to the real vision. So what that is called Vivartabad. Mayavad origin from Vivartabad. Vivartabad means I am seeing snake in place of rope or seeing the rope in place of a snake. Rope also exists, snake also exists. Prabhupada quoted this many times. But seeing the rope in place of snake or seeing the snake, like even in Braja Lila Prabhupada put, when Putana was holding Krishna, Prabhupada says, she is in the moha. This Mayavad conception, Prabhupada writes in the purport. He says, because she's carrying a child to kill, not knowing that child will kill her. This is called Mayavad, means seeing an object but calculating false impression on the reality. And this Shankaracharya is explaining. Then the disciple says, what about the suffering? We suffer. He says, yes, last night you had a dream. You are stealing because you are poor. You stole so much and you got the wagon filled up. Then all of a sudden the whole bunch of police just chasing you and you just running. You don't want to give up. This is the first time in your life you made stealing all this money. And then all of a sudden somebody just woke you up. I said, guess what? Oh, there is no police. Oh, this is so relaxed. I like that. So what is the suffering you're talking about? There is no suffering. You are in dream. So they have a 4 Brahm. Jiva Brahm, Satantra Brahm, Sapna Brahm, and Maya Moha Brahm. These 4 Brahm. Now don't buy that philosophy. This is their philosophy. We have to smash it. I will come back how Prabhupada smashed it. Another, I'm just stating what they think. And then another disciple told Shankaracharya, but it appears like we have an individuality. We have an individuality. This person exists, I exist, he exists, everybody exists. Then Shankaracharya says, just like a one moon reflects in many pots. Throw the water from the pot. Where is the moon? There was only one moon, Nirgun Brahma. But your illusion eye seeing so many moon in the so many pots. So finish it. So he's giving a simple logic to establish his philosophy. But it's full of defects. But believe or not, right now you're listening, some of your mind will be thinking, but it makes sense. Because the Maya is coming from Mayavad. I mean, that mind, thought is coming from Mayavad. That's why it makes sense. Yes, it does make sense externally. Then they came with, another disciple asked this question. How to understand this world is not real? Everything we experience and we feel with correspondence, how not to see that it is only one, not 2 or 3 or variety is not there? He said, yes, it's created variety like this. You have a air in different spot and the air in the sky. You break the pot. What happened? The air was in the pot. It became one. So it was all along belongs to that. But you made it all this separate pot. So after all this discussion, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, according to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, met Shankaracharya, 700 years before. So he met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before Mahaprabhu appeared, according to Bhaktivinoda Thakur Navadvip Dhammatam. So Mahaprabhu asked this question that, hey, you did such a good job bewildering the demons. But how this oneness exists if there is no variety? And Shankaracharya, Lord Shiva was like, I'm not sure. But you said there's oneness. But you deny the existence of variety. But where this idea of oneness comes without variety? If you don't accept 0, even the modern science, if you don't accept 0, you cannot say 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That has to have a base. So if you say there is no variety, you're denying and you're saying we are all one. Where this one idea come if there is no variety? So he could not answer. So it was very interesting, their dialogue. So then Srila Prabhupada put a very simple logic. If you say that snake in place of rope is faulty impression of the rope, then do you mean that there is no real snake? And if there is no real snake, why is this impression of the snake first of all even appearing? This is required. So Vaishnavism is a very thoughtful answer. Therefore, snake has to have an origin existence. Maybe faulty impression is defying the false impression, but still you have to accept that there has to have an impression of this snake in order to accept in a place of rope. Prabhupada also gives this, that this Mayavad conception, you will never be, of course, very interesting. Prabhupada is such a genius. I noticed that even in Mayapur, anytime Prabhupada met Mayavadi so far, was very interesting. He says, we have to engage. You've all heard it, that I think Mother Nartaka Gopal or somewhere, somebody, when Mayavadi came to challenge Prabhupada on these topics in Mayapur, and he brought all this flyer. And when he got smashed by Prabhupada, then he left, but he left his flyer also with the temple. So those days there was no sophisticated stainless steel plate. It was a salpata, leaf plate to eat khichuri. And khichuri is very liquid. Prabhupada said, where is those Mayavad? Oh, give everybody. So Satadhanna says, Prabhupada, those are Mayavad. Yeah, just give everybody. So he didn't get it. So everybody got it. Prabhupada said, put the salpata, paper leaf where the water leaks, on top of that, so Mayavad flyer can help you to enjoy the khichuri. If you are not familiar, you won't get it. There's a salpata plate in Mayapur, whoever knows, that the khichuri, not khichuri of this temple has a thick khichuri. In Mayapur, they have a liquid khichuri. Like you pour it and just sometimes it goes out, so you have to gobble quick. I remember I used to eat. So Prabhupada used that. He gave the blessing actually to that Mayavadi for his flyer. He allows the devotee to serve. So like this, they get mercy. Otherwise, not possible. So the impersonalist, I'm going to end with this. Then the Mayavadi also they come. I cannot complete the Mayavadis another day. Karmi, when they see this material universe, they think it is a place to enjoy. If I find within me that thing, that it means I'm still in the karma kanda. Karmi, they see this world and they see this verse, Sarvata Pani Padam Tad, they think this place is imaginary, concocted. It's for me to enjoy. So they go with this idea and then they follow religion. What about the Vaishnavas? Visishta Dvaita. Why we are not fanatically, I'm saying we are superior, but it is reality of Mahaprabhu's teaching. Amongst even the Vaishnavas, Visishta Dvaitavad, Ramanujacharya, he says that this cosmic manifestation, universal form or this world, don't see any other form except gross physical body of the Supreme Lord. Okay, so what should I do? Don't pay attention. Just you do your things. Don't pay attention of this idea. But he gave it. So they don't really contemplate much. Then comes Suddha Dvaitavad, Vishnu Swami. He says, hey, you conditioned soul, you are unable to feel the ecstatic symptom in this life. So don't pay attention about this universal or this earthly planet or this body. Just pay attention only Satchidananda form. Don't worry about this. Almost same but little difference. Then Madhacharya today in the purport it says, Madhacharya says that Shruti Sattam hi evedam vishwam asrijatta. This universe created by the Lord is real. And there is a 5 eternal difference. Because Madhacharya said this, then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted that sampradaya. Because he said this eternal 5 duality. Is product of tamagun. So where am I? That's why Nimbakacharya gives this and he says that you are in a like Prabhupada put that in the also Chanchala Hi Mana Krishna, in that text you will see in there is a verse, long verse given in the purport, and there is a picture how the 5 horses, the rain, and the intelligent is the driver, and where is Pran Govinda Das? In the passenger seat, going like this every moment. Very nice. Whoever did the drawing, I never asked who did the painting. It's very nice. Huh? Bharadwaj. Very nice actually, exactly like the sloka. So, but positive was never not given. But Advaita Acharya, when he first time met Lord Chaitanya, he asked to manifest the universal form. What did he see in the universal form? This universe he saw in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A famous story we just passed of Mother Yashoda seeing with Krishna, when she called Krishna, "Come on, Lala, come here, come here. You are being very mischievous, and today I know you ate dirt." So then Krishna was surprised. He was already feared, but then he was surprised, and she's not asking. She says, "I know you ate dirt because all the coward boy says, and moreover, Balaram said that you ate dirt, therefore you ate dirt." Not questioning. She is convinced that he ate dirt because Balaram said it. So in the view, if you remember, there is a 4 perception took place. 4 perception took place. In Krishna book also explained very nicely. The first perception that Mother Yashoda, when she saw the universe, she also looked at around the face of the Krishna. Am I dreaming? Am I physically fit? Then she looked at around, this is my house and this is my son. I'm seeing inside and outside. I'm fully aware. I'm not closed eye. My eyes are open. So I am not in dream. Then in the dream, physically she proved it. And in the dream, generally you see a scenery which has no existence later. But then she was finding that existing everywhere. Then she saw unlimited universes. Then she picked one universe. She's paying attention. So many mountain, ocean and everything. Then she saw one village. Looks very familiar. I know this village. I know all these people. Oh, I see this boy. That's my son. And the lady, oh, that's me. She was very surprised. Then she looked at again around Krishna's face. Am I dreaming now? No, it is not dream. Inside and outside is same. Then she thought, who is playing this trick? Demigods? No. Why demigod would do something with the innocent, simple lady like me and my simple son? So demigod will not bother, waste their time. So she rejected that too. Then she thought, Gargacharya says that this son has a quality of Narayan, or sometimes he acts like Narayan. He gets the quality of Narayan. Some idea is there. Then she was so overwhelmed, she thought, what I am seeing inside Krishna's mouth and outside, what was the difference? None. Everything inside his mouth and outside in the village. She inside, she is outside. He is inside, he is outside. The couch, the table, the chair, everything as it is. This is Sanatana Goswami Pad's explanation that how we should see this world. So we should see this world that Krishna is the enjoyer of everything. And whether it's a material or spiritual doesn't matter. As long everything Krishna owns, he is the possessor. Anything that will satisfy him, just offer. Mahaprabhu says, this is our understanding. Don't bother which is material, which is spiritual. Prabhupada also said, previous chapter, I believe 13 or 14, in the purport he says, first thing he says, material and spiritual is nothing but a perception. I thought it was a first class sloka. That material and spiritual is nothing but a perception. So then when Mother Yashoda saw it finally, she started praying. Oh Narayan, I don't know what I am doing. I think I am queen. I think I have so much attachment to my son. I am so bewildered. All this thing, I am a queen of Vrindavan. My husband is a king. Please take away everything. I just want to come to you. And Krishna is looking. What? Wait. This is not what we planned for. I want your affection. Then Krishna just desired, immediately Jogamaya comes and pours Vatsalya Ras. And then Krishna raised hand. Sanatana Goswami Pad says, Krishna actually called twice. Mother, mother. Then, oh yes, my Lala. What happened the universe inside and outside? No idea. Then she started breastfeeding and just they completely forgot whether it is universe, Krishna separate from universe or one. She completely lost. This is true. Iti Nanda Gopada, the previous chapter, very nice one verse. Iti Nanda Gopada, Krishna Rama Katha Muda, Kurbanti Ramamanancha, no Vedanam, no material suffering in Sanskrit called, no Bhava Vedanam. This Nanda Maharaj, he is every day, they have in the court, and every day all the devotees are sitting there. So Sanatana Goswami Pad gives this commentary. Prabhupada gave also very nice commentary, previous chapter. I think 59 or 49, I forgot the number. I'm not good at the number. But this is how it goes. Iti Adda Nanda Gopa. Nanda Maharaj is so overwhelmed all the time in the pastimes of Krishna. So every day they have a meeting. What is the meeting? One person stand up. Well, yesterday Krishna killed one demon. Really? What happened? He said he cannot control. He said, I saw Krishna smile. And he started clapping and talking the story. And then all the men getting around him. And they start dancing. This is their court every day. So then Sannyasi comes. In the commentary, Sannyasi comes. Sannyasi comes, they see. This village is very strange. They don't have a normal society. They are like a mad with their family attachment and this one boy. Why they are so crazy? Whole village, everybody, millions of people attached to one boy. This is not proper. So the sannyasi, because he didn't get the Braja Bhakti yet, so he comes and confronts Nanda Maharaj. Oh, there is one sannyasi has come. Nanda Maharaj says, please invite him. So he welcomes him, he washes his feet. Then he says, oh Sadhu Baba, how can we serve you? We travel only for one reason, to give some Hari Katha. So tell me, how is your spiritual life? Oh, my son, he's so beautiful. You cannot imagine Sannyasi Thakur. Even if you see, you will fall in love. And he goes on and on and on, not even thinking that sannyasi, in front of sannyasi, don't glorify your own family so much. You're supposed to hear. So after a while, sannyasi, if he's not fortunate, Sanatana Goswami Pad says, then he asks, okay, that's enough about your family life. So you have to think for your future. You need liberation. Yes, yes, my son, wherever he goes, we are going to go. He goes to hell, heaven is all same. He is our everything. Then this sannyasi sometimes thinks, did he get why I'm talking? I'm talking about his liberation and he's talking about his son. It seems like he cannot give even one moment any thought beside his son. Then finally some sannyasi, not fortunate enough, they leave. They cannot stay. Prabhupada also said, the Supreme Lord, he decided to live in a village as a Vaishya. Sanatana Goswami Pad says, those who are not adopting this, even sannyasi brahmachari, they come and travel but never can stay. They get bewildered. Even Narad Muni, when he fainted, same scenery, when Narad Muni saw a girl is frightening his Ishtadev. Where he heard it? He heard from his own brother, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva says, he is here. Then Narad Muni goes there and Narad Muni looking, he was shocked that his Lord frightened by this lady. And he fainted. And in the trance, he's praying, Narayan, Prabhu, Prabhu, please help me. I'm so bewildered. Then Narayan appeared. Narada, what happened? Why you are fainted? Said, Prabhu, who is this lady? Who is this lady? What holy places she went? What kind of philosophy she learned? That she fearing a person that fears the entire fearful personality. It is not possible. You can be afraid. I want to understand this. What did Narayan say? You cannot understand. Only way you can understand if you take birth in Vrindavan. And that gives the Naradiya Bhakti Sutta. Next pastime took place where Prabhupada translated that book halfway. So this is how Mahaprabhu told us to understand this universal form. Just engage everything for the pleasure of the Lord under Guru's guidance, then universe is alright. Everything belongs to Krishna. Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vancha Gaur.